Hey everybody, it's Spr1nkles. I am here with some Dead by Daylight. We're going to be playing as Claudette today. Our current challenge is to earn gold medals in one of the categories. Let's take a look. Gold quality or better 3 times. Unbroken.
What is that?
I think that it is about surviving, but I'm not. Like, not getting in chase or not getting hit, I think is what it's about. But I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Okay. Lightbringer, Unbroken, it's the survival category. So, escaping the trial. And then points for staying alive. So, don't get downed, don't get hooked, don't die, basically. And then escape. We will do our best to make that happen. We will do our very, very best.
So, what is your favorite non-zombie scary movie?
A non-zombie scary movie that I like? That's really difficult. Would you consider... Oh, no. No, it's Dredge. Would you consider, like, Alien to be a scary movie? So I like that one. Yeah, I'm trying to lock it, but I forgot what button it was. Thanks, bro. I want to say it was probably with you, but I probably saw it before that. That's not necessarily true, because like I was a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and I would watch those all the way through. I still do. Jerry likes to troll me by turning on Lord of the Rings at bedtime, because he knows that I will sit there and watch a 4.5 hour long movie because I like it. Okay. Dredge came through that door behind us, and I don't know where he currently is, but he busted through. I can't believe he had darkness ready so fast. But I think that that movie's pretty scary. I really love like learning about serial killers and stuff like that. So anything where somebody murders somebody else is cool. The Shining? No, not really. Yeah. That's not very scary. They try to make it creepier than they were able to, honestly.
Have you ever read that book?
I have read that book, yes.
So which one's scarier?
I guess the book. The movie's not very scary.
be really funny if you flashed it.
You think that would be funny? I really don't want to get close enough to him for that to happen.
But his main weapon is darkness, right?
Yeah.
So if you flash it,
Make him see the light. This is a good map for us to face off against Gretch, because there's a lot of open space we can like maneuver around without worrying about getting to a locker. So I appreciate it. I do. But I am nervous and I keep looking behind me like, please don't come out of that locker. Please don't do it. Alright. She's blessing or breaking? I don't know. It's hard to work in complete darkness. Is this one done? It's not done. I have the balls to get into a closet. Well, I have to make my flashbang. I know that he can, like, if he fast travels to the locker you're in, he gets to capture you for free. So it's like a risk, but I didn't stay in the closet for long. I just hopped in, made my flashbang, and hopped out. So hopefully that's okay. I don't know where this person is on the hook. It really sucks for us. Keep fighting, buddy. There's no auras of when we're in darkness. There's no... I can see... That's the new person who got hooked. I guess the old person got off the hook, but like once we're out of the range, I can't see the aura anymore. I'm surprised that Visionary still works with blindness and darkness. She's blessing a totem to heal. Alright, have fun. I'll be over here. Working for a living. That's right. This guy's dead. I guess wearing my crown is not going to do me any favors though, because it makes me stand out. It's hard to hide. But it's okay. Oh, he got moried. Like a 1 to 5 stars. Okay. Alright. I'm sure I'll be 100% right. It's a movie about a shark. And he's like a bad shark. He's biting everybody, eating them all. And they like try to hurt him. Really, if you you're like a shark activist, then that might be a horror movie of a different sort. You're like, the poor shark. He's just trying to live his best life. There's a lot of blood and stuff in that movie. So I would say that that one was probably rated like not probably NC-17, but probably like not PG-13. Like your mom would have to go with it. Yeah. It's PG. A shark eats a dude. Like more than one. PG? What year was this? Alright, next one. Oh, the hatch spawned right behind my butt. That's so sad. That's so sad for me. Oh well, we all dead now. Did I get gold on survival? I don't think so. I did! No. Did I? No. There's this girl named Emily Rose. And she has the devil in her. Clearly. And she has an exorcism. And it probably doesn't go well.
You watched this movie.
It probably doesn't go well for her. I've noticed exorcisms in movies tend to not go well for people. What would I rate that one? PG again. Because apparently, as long as your arms don't fall off, then it's a fine movie.
There was a time which PG was a lot sweeter.
Now the rules are more stringent.
Once the 90s started,
Parents got upset.
they started changing that.
Suddenly, parents cared.
This movie was not done in
There's probably NC-17. Are there boobs?
Exorcism of Emily Rose is PG-13.
Oh, so my original guess was right. You talked me out of
You
it.
said PG. You didn't say PG.
Whatever. Alright, can you give me a list of what all the ratings are so I know which one to pick?
G,
Okay.
PG,
Uh-huh.
PG-13,
Okay.
R,
Ah.
MA,
Yeah.
triple X.
What about NC-17? Is that MA?
NC-17.
Okay. I got you. Alright, next movie. So far I'm 0 for 2. I'm guessing the ratings of these movies.
Tell me about the movie
Annabelle. There's a doll, right? And there's this family, and this family has like a collection of dolls, which is already a red flag, because who does that? But then like they have like a home invasion or something by some like crazy cult members or something. I don't know. Some crazy people break in and they like die, and the one girl's dying. She holds the doll and like her blood drips on it, and maybe she like used her blood to write like a witch curse on the doll. But anyway, the doll is very creepy and evil and like causes a lot of distress for people. That's that movie. And I would say it's rated R.
The doll doesn't even move.
No, it doesn't move, but there's blood and stuff, so I would say it's rated R. I got one right! Dun, 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 dun. I don't know who the killer is, but they have a heartbeat. It's a very spooky.
Alright, let's talk about a kid's movie. How about The Goonies?
The Goonies.
Tell me what The Goonies is about.
There's kids, and I think they're trying to find like treasure or something. There's like a rumor of treasure. And like all kids who've ever heard a rumor of treasure, they are going to be the ones to find the fortune. And then there's like adults chasing them. Oh my god. I don't really remember that movie. I think you've made me watch it twice. And yeah, I'm like, ah, it's cute. These kids are cute. Very adorable. And that's the end of 5. Oh my god. This trapper is OP. He's way too strong for me. I would say that one's rated PG. Because it's like a fine movie and kids can watch it, but it's not really for kids, you know what I'm saying? So. How much are you on my butt? I gotta stop and heal. Next movie.
Tell me about the movie Empire.
They're a bunch of kids, and by kids I mean like adults, young adults, high school and above humans, who are working at a record store. And like I think maybe there's like a new guy who's gonna take over the record store, like a new manager or something. And I don't know, they're a bunch of grungy kids. And there's like some sex and things happen in that movie. So that one I'm gonna say is rated mature. Yeah. There's boobs and drinking and smoking and things. What? But aren't there boobs?
She's not. She's got her head.
So you can see a naked back as long as it's not a naked front. Whatever you say. She's so young there. It's crazy. That's one of my favorite movies. There's this there's this cute, adorable hobbit and like a bunch of hobbits, and they have to like save the world, and they take a ring and they go camping for like ever. And there's a dwarf and an elf and a man and a wizard. And there's monsters and stuff. That rating, let's see, I don't recall any specific nudity. Man, this guy is a really good trap. No. That wasn't really the deciding factor for me. Oh. Yeah, I was trying to throw it down. Leave me alone. I would say that one's like maybe PG. There is smoking. They smoke pipes and stuff. I don't know if this guy's still chasing me. I'm gonna say PG. Is it because of the smoking? Because of the hacking of orcs? Orcs aren't even real. They're not a protected species. The Nazguls. I like swords though. Swords are cool. Alita Battle Angel is a movie in the dystopian future where there's like an upper echelon that people can't really get into, and then there's like the lowly people, and Alita is a cyborg. She was human, but like her body's mostly dead, so she has a robot body, and she discovers her true identity, and she like joins like a futuristic roller derby group. And that's the movie. And I would say that one's rated PG-13 as well, because there is violence. Yeah. The Running Man. There's this guy. Actually, so in the future, reality TV is basically just the same as it ever was. But people die on reality TV in the future. And one of the shows is called The Running Man, where you basically are like on a really bad episode of Cops. And Cops. And there's a guy, and he has a kid. I think his kid is like sick, and he needs money, so he goes on the Running Man. Yeah, but that's, well, whatever. The movie's based on that. It's ish.
They framed Arnold Schwarzenegger for a massacre. Where somebody took and opened fire on a group of people.
Okay.
So they framed him for that. Because
Yeah.
he was a badass and they wanted him on the show.
I'm gonna say that it's rated MA.
I'm gonna help you out.
Okay.
The rating.
You're saying that the rating didn't exist at the time this movie was made? Yeah. So, I'll say PG-13. Yeah, but like, I don't know, it's kind of extra violent. Man, this you should be like, what is that show even called? Paw Patrol. Rate that. MA. Paw Patrol. It's an anime. So there's a vampire. Oh my god. I did get the blind, but I'm gonna die. Not worth it. Oh, it killed. I threw it down on the wrong side. He's a vampire, but he's also a vampire hunter. and he like kills a bunch of monsters. There's a lot of blood. I would say that that one's probably rated PG-13. It's a vampire guy who hunts other vampires. He kills them, and there's women, and there's sad things that happen. If you're an anime nerd, you've already watched it. And if you're not an anime nerd, well, you gotta start somewhere. I don't know. What do you like about Vampire Hunter, since you are the one who... Yeah.
I thought it was visually stunning for the time.
Very pretty anime. Yeah. And there's violence, and there's, like, blood. A lot of blood.
Well, it's a vampire movie.
Yeah.
I also thought that a lot of it was very imaginative. Like the way that they
by daylight.
Some of the abilities that were available. I thought was really cool. Come on, you loved the Viceroy. All of those crazy monsters. Mercenaries.
Yeah, that was fun. There was like a wolf dude. It was cool. The wolves, their stomach is a mouth. It's weird.
And don't forget about the shadow assassin.
Oh, with the guy who like was laying in a bed the whole time? Look at like Sin.
Well, yeah, that guy was cool. But I was actually talking about shadow stalking.
Oh yeah, that's very dangerous. It'd be hard to get away from a guy like that.
3-on-1! Unfair! So unfair!
But yeah, it was cool.
So, Vampire Hunter Bloodlust is actually rated R.
See, I'm no good at understanding what qualifies for one thing versus another. I'm giving things that should be rated high or low ratings, things that should be rated low or high ratings.
How about the Black Cauldron? What is the Black Cauldron?
I haven't watched it in a really long time. I think it involves a witch. It's like a Disney movie, but it's not made by Disney, right?
It involves a necromancer.
Okay, someone evil has a cauldron, and some younglings are trying to save the world. That's the premise. I don't really know. I would say PG-13.
So, it's based on a book series.
It is.
And it's kind of a swords and sorcery thing.
Yeah.
They didn't really get the tone right, and they've never done a movie.
Was it made by Disney?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they didn't get the tone right because they never made a movie quite like this one, which was sword and sorcery. At least not in the video. And so they kind of failed. There's a lot of cool stuff about this, but the pacing was wrong. And they were too afraid to scare the kids. But it's a scary story.
Yeah.
With dead things in it.
Yeah,
so
cool.
they screwed up a lot about it. I still like the movie. It's just it wasn't popular because it was uneven. But this movie was actually PG. I believe that it was the first Disney movie
to be rated PG? To be rated above like G?
To be related to be done PG, and it was because it was a war. But when I ran my D&D campaign, I stole several things from them.
Oh, I have to change my offering. Unless it's still my party streamers.
You had 4 of them.
Okay.
However, I might change your build. If you're supposed to get a gold and you're not getting your gold, we'll change your build. Because 2 of your perks are about stunning the
Being a
killer,
nonsense head.
and you have to be a little daring in order to use those.
And it doesn't make
help
you
with
live
your
longer.
unbreakable.
Yeah, I might switch after this.
How about the Hunger Games?
People die in the Hunger Games. So the Hunger Games is like a dystopian world in which the areas are divided into districts who like manufacture a certain thing, And then there's like really poor districts and some really wealthy districts. And everyone is doing their job to supply things to the capital. And the story follows a girl named Katniss. She works in District 12, which is the mining district, a very poor district. And her father, I think, died in some kind of mining accident. And it's her and her sister and her mom. And she's been trying to feed them. And she, like, does poaching, which is surely illegal. And she sells stuff on the black market. And then she also was, like, putting her name into this hat a bunch of times. Because they draw out names and they make kids kill each other in the Hunger Games. And then her sister gets picked and she goes in her place. And she kicks a lot of ass. And stuff like that. That one involves a lot of straight up violence. And there's like drinking because Haymitch is like always really super drunk. Which I'm sure would affect the rating. So I would say PG-13. Like, your parents have to be cool with it, because there's some messed up things. I mean, the whole story's pretty messed up, so, like, you might walk away with a lot of questions if you're letting your kid watch that. So you should know what's up. Gremlins, don't feed them after midnight. They are cute, adorable Furbies. Before Furbies existed, there were these really cute, alive Furbies. And I don't know if the little boy, like, earned one or stole one or how he got his hands on it. But
The little boy that is not gory.
he's 30?
Not very old.
I thought it was like an actual child who got it.
No.
Like a...
He works at a bank. He's a bank teller.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
He's talking about marrying the girl.
Well, whatever. This guy gets this cute, adorable Furby. Ah! And if you do any of the things they tell you not to do with it, it will turn evil and kill you and everything you love. Kind of a weird monkey paw sort of deal. I would say that one's probably also PG-13. PG?
They blow up the gremlins in the microwave.
Yeah. That doesn't make it. There's... What? Okay.
On screen.
You know, they blow up little Stay Puft Marshmallow Mans in the new Ghostbusters. That was a lot of violence in a short amount of time.
All about
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. It's one of the Harry Potters. I'm trying to remember. It's after Goblet of Fire, right? It's the next one after that. So by this time, Harry Potter's faced many bad guys. And he knows, every time there's a new defense against the dark arts teacher, he knows they cannot be trusted. Is she the one in this one? Dolores is actually worse than Voldemort. That's my hot take. Dolores is more evil and more worse than Lord Voldemort himself. Because she, like, Voldemort... Wait, what'd you do? What did you do? Voldemort doesn't seem to get sadistic pleasure out of torturing children. And Dolores does. So I think she's a worse person. But anyway, this lady dressed in pink who loves cats, and this is personally offensive to me.
obviously
She must be evil, and that's not fair, because I like cats and pink. I'm not evil, maybe. But anyway, is she the defensive teacher? Yeah, she is. And she, like, won't let them, like, learn anything. Ugh, she's the worst. So, that's the story. It's called I Hate Dolores Umbridge. It's a really long book. for that to be the point. And they actually introduce a bunch of cool, like, new teachers and characters and stuff in that one. And Ferenzi, the centaur. Yeah, but he actually, like, does something. He's like, he became a teacher. That was cool. I'm really... Ah! I was like, I'm really paranoid about this ghost face, and then he appeared out of nowhere. He's a scary one. I would rate that movie... There's some violence, but a lot of it's sort of hinted at and off screen. Like, when she gets taken away by the centaurs, we know something really bad happens to her, but they don't depict what. Where she makes him right with that thing. It's only a little bit of blood. Only a little bit. A little bit of blood. Oh! The movie's quite awful. Are you gonna... Okay. The movie's quite awful, and the books are quite awful in describing the psychological torture of the characters. And it's not just him. All of the characters get tortured by her. She implements all these crazy rules, but I don't think that would increase the rating, because while it is incredibly violent, it's not blood and guts kind of violence. So I still think it's probably PG-13. Because there was not a lot of guts. Only, like, psychological terror. A lot of that.
Let's talk about Hellraiser.
Oh my god, my favorite movie. So, Hellraiser. There's this box. You ever heard the story of Pandora's box? This is like that, but worse. There's this box. And if you open it, bad things happen. And this guy with, like, stuff on his face comes to you, and he has friends, and all of his friends are also frightfully ugly. What are they called? Cenobites? Oh, Ghostface, I saw your butt.
Sounds like a breakfast cereal.
Yeah, I would eat Cenobites for breakfast. The breakfast of champions. Where is his creepy butt? But yeah, there's like blood and murder and blood fountains, and like one of the movies I've ever seen with so much blood. Like, they must have had a whole budget for fake blood, because it's like everywhere. It's crazy. I would say that one is like mature R. I'm gonna say R. Yeah. Blood and gore. And yeah, there's a lot of murder. Like a lot. I would say it's R. Yeah. I was thinking maybe NC-17 didn't exist at the time, so R is as high as it could go at that time, so that's why I went with R. It's not X, because X to me means like naked adult time video. Yeah, but it's not what it's about. Yeah. You see Keanu Reeves' butt? I'm pretty sure. That's all I remember about that movie. Is there murder in this movie? So yeah, blood and murder. Probably nudity, probably some sex. I would say R. There's a vampire. Apparently it's Keanu Reeves. Dude. I don't know. I don't know if I've watched that one. Are you sure? That I don't really recall.
You don't remember it. You should definitely watch it.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So R is what I say. R.
How about Pirates of the Caribbean?
Which one?
First,
The Curse of the Black Pearl?
The Curse of the Black Pearl.
You know, was that a Disney movie at the time?
Yes. It was specifically made because of
Their Caribbean ride, right?
their Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
So I feel like there's a lot of allusions toward violence, but not really a lot of violence on screen in that movie. Like, they might swashbuckle, but like no one's actually getting hurt. They have a gun and they shoot it, but like no one, I don't think we see anyone die. Like, it's sort of cartoonish in the way that, well, I mean, I feel like there is violence, but it's not gore.
The cast is dead for most of the movie.
Yeah, they have their eyeballs out and stuff, which is pretty nasty. I would say PG-13.
You're right.
Because it's a Disney movie and it's not that bad and there's not really blood.
How about Mrs. Doubtfire?
Mrs. Doubtfire. So Robin Williams plays like an old nanny figure. So like in the movie he is getting divorced and he wants more contact with his kids. So he invents a persona of like I want to say like Scottish or something, grandma, nanny lady, and he gets hired by his ex-wife to be the nanny so that he can take care of the kids. And it's supposed to show like how he's gotten more involved and all this stuff. One thing that kind of ticks me off about this movie though is like, if he had done, I make the dinners and I care about the kids and I'm working on them and all that kind of stuff, if he had done that before they got divorced, they wouldn't have got divorced. He's doing it after the fact. And that's where the problem comes in. So, you know, bummer. This lady's not gonna help. She's not gonna take a hit. Take a hit from me, mama. We didn't. But yeah, cute, adorable movie, really good movie. Definitely one of my favorite movies. It's also a Disney movie, I think. And there's not a lot of violence. There's like mostly slapstick and sort of happenstance. I would say that one might be PG, but probably G. I was close.
You said G.
I said PG or G. I was flip-flopping. I was flip-flopping between them. Man, that Ghostface was really rough. He was a rough dude. He was good at hiding.
How about Terminator Dark Fate?
Is that the new Terminator? With the girl? And then the other girl? And then the other girl? You know that one? You know the one I'm talking about. So that movie is about the Terminator, but then in this movie, the Terminator's actually like a good guy. He's like a friend. And then the lady, what's her name? Sarah Connor is a badass. And then there's these other girls. One's like a cyborg thing. She has to like get injected with a lot of stuff. She's kind of all messed up. Cool movie. It's a lot of violence, though. I would say it's probably R. What is it? Is it R? Yeah, because, like, people, like, die. I think some guy gets, like, crushed. You have to, like, grind the thing's face off. There's a lot. There's a lot going on in that movie.
How about a movie called Little Women?
I don't think I've ever seen it. I would guess, though. What year was it made?
The one I want to talk about is...
Okay.
You haven't seen it.
I was just gonna take a big old guess.
How about Candleshoe?
I don't recall Candleshoe, but I think you made me watch it.
How about Bad News Bears?
The Bad News Bears is about baseball. With like these kids that are misfits, I guess is what I'll go with. And I think like at first the coach like doesn't care. And then he decides he does care when the kids start caring.
Who's the coach?
I don't remember his name.
Walter Matthau.
Walter Matthau? It's a really cute, adorable movie. I would say it's probably PG. Yeah. I don't think it could be rated more than PG. There's some bad words, but that's about it. There's like no violence really.
So it is PG. You like this game?
I'm very good at it. What's my track record? Like 2 out of 3? 1 out of 2 ain't bad?
I'm more interested in your descriptions of these movies.
I'm having fun describing them. I told you about the guy on TikTok who makes his kid wants a bedtime story every night featuring Paw Patrol, so he just retells the synopsis of like major movies but inserts Paw Patrol characters. Hilarious to watch him. He like when he was describing Titanic.
How about the Lego movie?
That movie is about Legos and the Kraggle, and everything is awesome. There's no violence in that movie. It's probably rated G.
You didn't describe it.
Okay, so there's a guy, he's made of blocks. And he lives in a world made of blocks. I think he's a construction worker. And one day he's trying to save the world made of blocks from the Kraggle. Because the Kraggle takes away your ability to have imagination and do your own thing. And so he like teams up. And Lego Batman is there, right? And that's the best part. Because who doesn't love a really moody Lego Batman? And then they team up and they save the world from the Kraggle. That's it. Oh, and then like doesn't the little sister sometimes take the Legos? And her things that she makes are like all janky and messed up and don't function right?
That's the second part.
Is that the second movie? Because that was hysterical. Like something will just come on screen and you're like, oh my god, what is that? It's the one that the 3-year-old made. I think it's probably rated 28 Days Later is a movie about zombronis that are created from a virus made of rage for some reason. And they're fast zombies. And there's a guy who was in the hospital, conveniently timed hospital stay, where he wakes up in the zombie apocalypse. He doesn't know what's going on, and he meets a girl, and then they meet another girl and her dad, and they're all trying to survive. And then the dad dies, and they kill him, and then they found the military, and then the military wants to steal the women, and he saves them. That's the movie. And they're zombies the whole time. I really like that movie, actually. It's pretty cool. There's a ton of blood and violence and hacking people's heads off and stuff. So I would say it's probably rated R. For sure. For sure. I'd be hard-pressed to find a zombie movie that's not rated R. With the exception of probably like Shaun of the Dead. But that even might be rated R. There's still a lot of violence in that movie. You got rid on you.
How about
The Fifth Element. There's this guy. We'll call him Bruce Willis. And he meets this girl for some reason who's like a total wackadoo. Doesn't belong on this planet. And he decides to be like a nice guy and help her out. They must find the elements. And they go on an adventure. She has a multi-pass. That's important to the plot at some point. And she doesn't really wear clothes. I don't know if that's just how the future works. And then there's a lot of nudity and things that happen. I would say that's probably rated R. Really, but they like have sex in front of everyone.
how about McDonald's?
I don't think I've seen it. Okay, yes, I have seen The League of Their Own. I really like baseball movies. Like, there's some categories of movies that I'm always just down for. So, like, baseball movies, I'm down for. Vegas movies, where you're trying to, like, rip off the casino and get away with a heist, I'm always down for. So I've seen this movie. And Tom Hanks is, like, a baseball coach. And he's like a washed up has-been baseball player. And it's during some time, I'm guessing, some world war or some crap when like the men are away fighting. And he couldn't be away fighting because he has a bad knee. But because the American people need to be entertained, we're gonna still have baseball, but we're just gonna have the women do it. But like they don't really know how and they're not very good at it. So they have all these like little teams of women baseball players, and some of them are very good, and some of them are just there to put on a show. But then some of them are trying really hard, and some of them are actually very good. And then there's like all this drama from the women about their kids, about their husbands, about their sisters. And they end up with a really great baseball team. And it was cool. I would rate that PG-13. Really? I thought there was nakedness. Maybe it's only... I don't know. There's like a lot of hinting at adult themes in that movie. They don't really straight up say it, but they definitely imply that stuff is going on. I fought against a lot of ghost face today, which is weird. Holy crap! Oh. Just throw it down, baby. Did you get the girl? You didn't go get the girl? You need to go get the girl. Good job. Culture is a movie about a little boy named Miguel whose family makes shoes, but he wants to be like a guitar guy, a musician. But his family's like, no. For some reason, they just really hate musicians. Which is weird because they come from like a Mexican culture where music is very important. But no music, no humming, no singing, certainly no playing of instruments, which is a terrible life, and also making shoes is probably really horrible. But anyway, he wants to be a musician, and he steals a guitar from the graveyard during Dia de los Muertos, and so he gets to travel to the land of the dead, which is really cool, and he meets like his deceased old family members and some stuff like that. And then he discovers his true family, and they get a blessing to do music at the end of the movie. And it's great. There's a lot of singing and really colorful scenes, and it's a great movie, and it always makes me cry. I would say that one's probably rated PG? Maybe I'm gonna go with PG. Okay, is a movie. It's an anime movie about a dude who like rides an antelope thing, and there's a girl. Oh, but first he gets a curse from a creature of the forest, like a forest god or something, and he's trying to get rid of the curse because it's gonna kill him. But then he meets this girl who is a girl, a human girl, but she was raised by the wolf gods, and she thinks she's a wolf. And they join forces to fight evil. And I kind of think they fall in love, but they don't really talk about it in the movie. I would say that that one's probably rated PG. It's got violence, there's some animated blood, but not a ton of violence. Great movie. It's a good one. That one is like a combination of cartoon and live action about he didn't come check the store? That's crazy. About Roger Rabbit. I don't know what he got fired for, but he like deals with all these people and cartoons. There's probably a lot of cartoon violence, so I would say it's PG. Seems plausible. And they thought this cartoon definitely did it. Which doesn't make any sense. Only PG? With Jessica Rabbit in it, only PG? Well, that is what made me think PG-13, because...
She's not bad, she's just common.
Yeah, that's what she's, I don't know what to say about her without being impolite. She's definitely drawn from a male perspective, let's say. Yeah. But a cute movie. I haven't really seen it in a long time. It was pretty adorable. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Please comment down below if you knew all the ratings, or if you have questions about my synopsis of the movies. Please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. You can find me on TikTok, Twitch, Hover, and YouTube as Savage Sprinkles. Have a great night, everybody. Bye!